Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Yaktab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Mint newspaper headline. So, first of all, OPEC Plus to maintain output levels next meet in February. Next, on page number 4, in that, behind the optimism on India's economy. Then, next, on page number 5, in that, global food vows spur big grain storage plan. Center may merge various schemes to develop largest such program ever. Next, center likely to set aside rupees 3,500 crore for Toys PLI scheme. Next, e-scooter firms offer exchanges buybacks. Next, India can sustain 9% growth for many years. EAC Sanjeev Shanyal. Next, Home Trust, the illusion of increasing house prices. Next, SBI to amp up early warning system to spot stress fraud. Next, Nestle push to vitamin brands tested by cost of living squeezy. Then next on page number 6, in that, a long way ahead for us to be the best democracy. Next, government works to nudge industry of fossil fuel to green energy. Long term strategy being framed to switch industrial units to electricity and green hydrogen. Next, Sitaraman to open DRI Foundation event today. Next, panel backs premium for extra gas output. Next, winter session set to take up 16 new bills. Next, AIMS computers for information tech systems not upgraded for 30 years. Then on page number 7, in that, Octitius caps hunts for hidden gems. Next, on page number 8, in that, the illusion of rising house prices. Next, resumption of bond rally shows power of rising rate. Next, Euro's traditional year end rally faces a high bar at this time. Next, the illusion of rising house prices. Next, Bandhan Bank is on the right track, but it has a long road ahead. Next, FPI turns net buyers in November after 2 months. Next, Signature Global nears IPO. Next, FPI buying in small cap stocks attracts analyst attention. Next, GMR Hyderabad Airport plans to raise rupees 1,250 crore via NCDs. Next, on page number 9, in that, next, on page number 9, in that, ThyssenKrupp India's target rupees 3,000 crore financial year 2022 revenue on robust orders. Next, SBI to amp up early warning system to spot stress fraud. Lenders squatting for data service provided to identify emerging problem before they blow up. Next, Data Bill may spare early stage startups. Next, Verde Arena NARCL bid for Shri Group cause. Next, Jindal shaded plans steel plant in Oman. The next on page number 10, in that, rising loan rates dent India INC's financial performance. Next, rupees 3,500 crore PLI plan for toys in the works. Next, e-scooter firms roll out offers. Next, India can sustain 9% growth. Next, rate hikes quantum to slow. Next, center works on largest global grain shortage storage largest grain storage plan purposes to merge scheme. Then on page number 11, in that, new members at NCLT to speed up resolution. More appointments needed has tenures of more members close to a come to a close. Next, Tata CLIQ's luxury plans to add 10 more barbecue brands to its portfolio by Jan. Next, ESIC to invest in stock market through ETF. Next, SpiceJet expects operations to recover in Q3. Next, FMCG firms keep close eye on input cost. Then on page number 12, in that, Russia mulls banning oil supply subject to Western price cap. Next, XI unwilling to accept vaccines despite threat from protests. Next, Indonesia rises volcano warning to highest after Simuru erupts. Next, construction begins on nuclear plant, says Iranian state media. Next, ISIS K claims responsibility for attack on Pakistani embassy. Next, Football World Cup host Qatar seeks to change minds on Islam. Next, Iran suspends mobility police that sparked massive protests. The police United has 4 years been arresting young women for flouting the Islamic Republic's strict dress color. Next, Shanghai eases COVID rules as China's policy shift to expense. Next, Elon Musk says Apple is fully advertising on Twitter again. Next, Nestle push for vitamin brands tested by cost of living sequency. Then on page number 13, in that RR Kabel to file IPO papers in May. Next, all party meeting on G20 today. Next, search panel set to select PFRDA head. Next, government plans federal oversight of all real money online games. Next, Maruti may miss 2 MN units target. Next, Abu Dhabi 6 Indian investor to push local economy. Next, NTPC Green may get investors by March. Next, Adani stake in NDTV crosses 37%. Next, Parallel panel to review competition bill. Next, Airbus eyes India for green hydrogen. Next, Godrej Property adds 8 new projects. Next, on page number 14, in that Oyo boss makes room for revival. And on page number 15, in that meet the manager whose small cap fund gave 40% CAGR return in 3 years. Next, FCNR deposits are an attractive opinion for NRI. For NRI, what next? What is the tax liability for a senior citizen? Then on page number 16, in that Dharavi redevelopment is a big reward challenge. Next, public sector procurement of AI must take a principled approach. Next, why containment could let people down as India's growth. And on page number 17, in that MPs, MLA have special rights to free speech for a valid reason. Next, the US Fed and markets must make up taking past each other. Next, GDP data has a pointer for India's budgetary direction. Then on page number 18, in that on a work the safari ride with an introvert manager. Next, the business and leadership style of Adani. Next, how Aditi Ramesh Homes Studio evolved with her practice. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.